Boy, late night Cappy. I'm tired, guys. I'm beat. I didn't even do anything today. Today was the day I was to do nothing, and I think it just taxed the ever living fuck out of me. Sitting like, no, I'm going to relax. I'm going to take a Sabbath. And it's against my nature. I don't think I'll ever do that again. We have a question. If you have questions, go to assholeconsulting.com. Hello, Cappy. I'm a 25-year-old from Greece, and I work in the military. He is in the military. I was kind of like, what are you, a contractor for the military? No, he is Greek military. I've been thinking about ways to increase my income. The only possible solution I've come up with that wouldn't require me quitting my job is coding. What do you think I should do? I say, well, are you in the military, U.S. military, Greek military? Are you a soldier? Or do you just work for the military as a contractor? Additionally, what education do you have, and what are you doing for work right now? He says, I live in Greece. Hang on for a second. Wait a second here now. Oh, yeah, he did pay. Okay, just want to make sure. Live in Greece. He works as a soldier. So he's a soldier. And I'm not going to specify what he does as a soldier. He has a job as a soldier as well. Beyond that, I have a high school diploma, a car technician mechanic diploma, and a proficiency diploma in English. Your English ain't half bad. I never went to college. Please make a video response. All right. There's only a handful of ways to make more money. Okay. And they all require sacrifice and hard work. Now, if you're lucky, you'll get lucky. Okay. But luck is not under your control. So you have to do these hard things. Now, two things you got going for you. Your job is a skill. And I don't know what it's like over in Greece. But if you can drive a certain type of those and they're larger, you could probably get paid a little bit more. You're also a mechanic. A mechanic, that's a good traded skill to have. I would pursue that if you like doing it. But if it's a mechanic diploma, I don't know if that's the equivalent to a degree or how much of a salary that will command. Like, is a diploma like the lowest level in the United States? So you get a diploma, like that's high school. Then you get a degree, that's college, but it may not be the exact same translation from Greek to English. But mechanics should be able to make some pretty good money because that's a legitimate trade. So I don't know if you need a higher certification, more years experience, but that's good. So your current job is all right. You're not going to make a ton of money. A mechanic will make more because it's a trade or a skill. But if you don't like either, and now you're like, oh, where do I start? How do I make more money? Well, there's a couple ways. One, you work another job. All right. I don't know if you can do that in the Greek military. I'm sure you have like a term of service, and they probably don't want you working another job, especially if you have to stay awake at night. But serve out your term in the military. And then if you have some free time, maybe pursue something else. Also, speaking academically or philosophically, majoring in engineering, STEM, science, technology, engineering, and math. All right. Computer science, engineering, getting a CPA or whatever the Greek equivalent is in accounting. That's not necessarily STEM, but that's a good profession and trade. Becoming a doctor. I mean, it's very simple, man. Now, and I haven't checked in on the Greek economy in a while, but your economy was in the toilet 3-4 years ago. And then you guys elected a Marxist. Cisneria, the Marx. You elected a communist. And then also the current philosophy or psychology of the Greek people, not all the Greek people, is, well, the government should take care of everything. That's why you guys elected a communist. And then you need bailouts by the European Union. So you may not have a lot of economic opportunity, even if you do get a real good degree. Thankfully, you speak English. You're part of the Euro. I'd be applying, once you're done with the Greek military, get the fuck out of Greece. Just get the fuck out of there. Go to countries where they actually appreciate work. They're not a bunch of Marxists, and it's not a bunch of lazy people finding out which government job, which government check they can get. So that's one thing you do there. But some kind of, you know what, go online, look and see what pays the most, and those are the jobs. Computer science, dentistry. I mean, it's not that hard. people keep thinking it's like a secret. Like, how do you make money? Well, you work and major in something very difficult. That's what you do. And additionally, since you're in Greece, and I don't think the economy has recovered, nor have your people woken the fuck up, get the fuck out of Greece and go where they're actually going to pay you. And not tax the ever living shit out of you is another thing, because if you do make more money, another simple one is working another job. It may not be fun, it may not be high paying, but working 2 jobs doubles your income. And then there's always entrepreneurship, but you have to have a good job, or a good idea rather. You have to have a good business idea no one else has that makes a lot of money. And since that usually requires some inspiration or insight, which you can't just conjure up, it's going and majoring or studying in a difficult science, a difficult discipline, a difficult study for a skill or a trade that's in high demand, that they pay. You want to know how to make more income? Go into the wine ads, go into the unemployment section, and look and see what pays the most, right? For a correspondingly little amount of education. You don't want to like 20 years experience CEO. Well, okay, yeah, fine. But something like look at major. I mean, he even wrote a book about it. It's called Worthless: The Young Person's Indispensable Guide to Choosing the Right Major. And though not the United States, and the book wasn't based in the United States, the laws of economics are universal. Go and become good at something that nobody else wants to become good at because it's hard. You know what girls major in? Don't major in that. Okay, there you go. You know what guys major in? Don't major in that either, because guys major in stupid shit too. Go and major in what those Asians we all make fun of. I don't know if you guys have a huge Asian population. I don't know, student population, but go and major in the hard shit. And since you're a mechanic, I think you already have something like that. But your hands are kind of tied until you finish up your stint in the Greek military. But that's it, man. There's no shortcut. If there was an easy way, it's like communism. If there was a way to make it work, the first politician, the first theoretician, the first philosopher, the first anybody to figure out how to make it work would have made it work immediately, because they'd be the most popular person ever. You would have cured poverty and everything, right? It's not like there's this cabal of evil people preventing communism from happening. No, communism doesn't work. It's the same thing with jobs. No, if being a teacher was high pay, if we could find a way, if teachers actually produced $100,000 worth of goods and materials and economic production, we'd pay them $100,000, but they don't. And we don't have, they might, but there's a billion of them on top of it every year graduating. So that's it. You do what's difficult and hard and what nobody else wants to do, but everybody wants it done. I guess that's a better way to put it. Now, in your specific situation, the only possible solution I've come up with that wouldn't require me quitting my job is coding. And here's where you have to finish your obligation to the Greek military. You're right. While you're in the Greek military and you have another job, that's your first priority and your first responsibility. So it's whatever you can learn online. And I'd say coding that fits the bill. You could do accounting. If you want to start going to college, I'm sure you could start going online and taking some online classes, inevitably earning your way towards a college degree. But you don't strike me as the type of guy who wants to go to college. You seem to be more of a tradesman. You seem to be more hands-on. And I'd be inclined to say, yeah, go with coding, because you don't need a college degree for that. You can self-teach. It can be done online. It can be done in your free time. And for the most part, the world of IT and programming, they don't care necessarily that you have a degree. They just care that you can do it. So you have to have certifications. You have to have a portfolio, even volunteer, do some work, but you got to get good and proficient at it. So you're gonna have to just as much time and effort you put into learning how to be a mechanic, you're gonna have to put just that much amount of time into coding. But yeah, there's other stuff. You might want to look at digital marketing. You could take Seth Himes' course, indemandcareer.com, or read his book about it. I think that market might be getting a little bit flooded. I think coding is a better option. But anything you can do online from your laptop, you can do while you're working for the military and working that job in the military. When you get out of the military, and I don't know what benefits you get with the military, But if all of a sudden you think you want to go to college, sure. But here, I even got the book right here. Make sure you pick the right degree and get this book. And then for you as well, specifically, beyond the average person who's listening to this, since you're in Greece and Greece sucks, hang on, let's take a look at GDP. Greek GDP, OECD. Let's take a look. What's happened? Okay, Greece, OECD data. GDP, that's per capita. Government debt, 200% GDP. Quarterly GDP. What the hell is this total? Greece. Are you guys still shrinking? Let's do the past 20 years. All right. There's 0%. Oh my God. What a shit show. 2009, 2011, 2012. Wow. Boy, you guys aren't like you were when you're back up against the Persians with Alexander the Great, huh? This is not 400 or 500 BC. And now in 2020, you guys are back down 1.5%, 1% per quarter. That's annualized, of course. You mean the communists didn't help? Oh, wait, I see. You had fractions. You had 0.5% growth. This isn't your fault. I just like making fun of communists because they, once again, the success of communism, ladies and gentlemen, with bailouts, by the way. Anyway, getting back to your specific situation, you need to get out of Greece. Finish your military service, get whatever free education you can out of the government, make sure it's a good education, and then get the fuck out of there. That is horrible. God almighty. All right, there you go. Okay, questions, answers, assholeconsulting.com. Check out all the links down below. And remember, July is Don't Become a Millennial month. Here's a book, How Not to Become a Millennial. Please read this. More of an American book, but I think the United Kingdom, you guys suck over there too. Your generations suck. Don't become a millennial. Get that book. Oh, here's McGill. Do quants really do all that fun and intense analysis? No, it's not fun. It's a lot of math. If you like math, it's fun, yeah. But they do real work. That's real hardcore STEM programming, the statistical analysis. Also coming up with different ways, different angles to model things. No, that's real. That's legit. I'd say they're about the only legit workers in all of the finance industry right about now. But, all right, we got more coming. I got to get all these requests done. We'll see you guys later. Toodles.